on, it'll pop me out, and it'll pop me back in. It'll literally take me out of the app, and then I'll come back in. It sometimes takes 3 or 4 tries. Other than that, I'm figuring by the early this, well, tomorrow morning, because it's almost headed about an hour from midnight now. It'll probably hit about, I'm guessing the 40s here for Florida. For Florida, that's cold. Uh, but the first year I moved down here, I mean, I came from Michigan, so I grew up around snowbanks. And if you grow up around snowbanks, you're in the wrong place. Snowbanks that are taller than you are, I should say. And the lake effect snow. So I moved to Florida January of 1977, and it was snowing in the city I'm in right now, which is Fort Pierce. It was snowing. I'm like, you kidding me? You followed me down? Hello from Boston. Hey, Boston, how you doing? Hey, is Peter Griffin up there? I heard he lives somewhere in the Boston area. Yeah, I've never been to Boston. I've been to a lot of the Northeast United States, but not up that far, not up to Boston. Makes me want to say the accent. And welcome from Ocala. Well, Ocala, Florida. It's got to be Florida. There could be another Ocala, but I'm in Fort Pierce. So probably never heard of it. It's about 2 hours south of Orlando. About an hour, 45 minutes. So it's pretty nice, when the COVID thing ain't around. If you got the money, you can go to Disney. You ain't got to put up with the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? So you can get there pretty quick, chill out for a day, and get back home at night. Florida, yeah. Yep. I was just saying it snowed here in Fort Pierce, where I'm from, but that was January 1977. I've talked to people that lived here their whole lives, and they say, yeah, they remember that snow, but they didn't remember one before. There's actually enough snow that you could make snowballs. And I'm like, you kidding me? They followed me down from Michigan. Then it was 1979. I experienced my first hurricane. The storm came right over Fort Pierce, so it was only a Cat 1. But I grew up around tornado land. Tornado, if it came around, it was gone in, 3 to 5 minutes. A hurricane, the wind's blowing for 80 miles an hour, even though it's a Cat 1 for hours on end. And then when the eye of the storm came over, that was really strange because it all calmed down. And the other end of the storm, it was like a Twilight Zone episode. The worst time was early 2000. I want to say 2014 or 15. They had redone the marina here where I live and put in all new docks. And then we got hit by 2 hurricanes. Hurricane Francis was a Cat 3, and then 2 weeks later, Hurricane Gene. I lived in Fort Lauderdale during Andrew. Oh, I definitely remember Andrew. It was like a bomb dropped on Homestead. I used to work down Homestead. There's an area down there called Turkey Point. Turkey Point, there's a nuclear plant there, which now shut down. I've actually been in containment, and there's a sister plant here in St. Lucie County, where I live. So I actually, yeah, that was a cool experience. You know, how many people get to see what it looks like inside the containment building of you know, of a nuclear plant? I would say not many. It was definitely memorable. Where are you from originally? Port Huron, Michigan. Born in Port Huron, moved to Lake Port, Michigan, which is right next door. Lived there until I was about 14 years old. And I've lived more of my life here in Fort Pierce area than I there. I called Michigan the death state. The only reason I ever went back was when there was a death in the family. I don't miss it. So I never did miss it. Maybe rarely, I guess a little bit. My uncle, who I never knew, he was a police officer, and my brother worked at the electric plant. How about that? And my uncle died of a heart attack while on duty as a police officer. I never knew him, but he had started a hockey league up there for youths called the Silver Sticks. I'm from Indiana. That's where David. I don't know how I remember this, but I know that David Letterman was born in Indiana. I don't remember where, but he's doing well, I'm sure. The Silver Sticks hockey team. There was a lot of young guys that went from there to actually into the NHL. So that was kind of cool. That was what I used to do when I was a kid. I don't remember. All I remember is our parents would drop us off, me and a bunch of other kids at the hockey rink, and that was like 3 hours of your day. And I guess it was that was their way of being able to escape over to the bar and the kids were watching a hockey game. So that was the thing you do up there in the winter. But I don't miss that. I don't miss it at all. I definitely love Florida. I love the weather. That's why I'm here. Nothing quite like. I mean, there are days that it's murderously hot and humid, but during this time of the season, you get these days that are in the mid 70s with no humidity, and on a sunny day, getting over to the beach. Hello, Phoenix, Arizona. Have I been to Phoenix? I know I've been to Arizona. Isn't that where the big airport is? The largest airport in the United States. I think it is in Phoenix. I know I've been there though. I've been to the big airport in there, the one with the really strange wall art and stuff. How hot? But not. But now it's nice. Yes, especially this time of year in Florida, it's nice. Yes, Ski Harbor. Ah, see, my memory's working. I'll be dang. Yeah, I went through there to go to Utah, or I required a train to get around. Yeah, I remember one time I was boarding house messing with a travel agent who called me on the phone, and I said I want to, they're trying to talk you into a trip or whatever. I said I want to go via train. I said we can do that. I said no, you can't. And I said okay, well I want to go to Hawaii on a train. You're a travel agent, make it happen. Yeah, I kept her on the phone for quite a while. She kept trying to talk me into those cruise ship deals. I don't. I've never been on a cruise ship, so and I definitely wouldn't go during this, COVID stuff going on. So who knows how long that'll be around? It's definitely put a damper on a lot of things. I don't know if movie theaters are going to bounce back or not. God, I miss Hawaii. See, I that is ever since I was very young. I miss traveling in general. I don't know what it is, but ever since I was very young, I've wanted to go to Hawaii, to Maui. And if I ever got to Hawaii, I'm not truly in Hawaii until I'm out in the water and I can turn back and look at the shore. Then I know I made it. Just one of those things. I don't know why. You know, just how it is. I know I wouldn't bring back any of the lava rocks. I've seen a lot of documentaries about people who, they got all these signs up telling people don't take these, the lava rocks, and they take them home and they send them back in the mail because of, bad luck, and please. And they're showing in this video how they were dumping them outside a door of wherever they were coming in, just in an alleyway. And then they eventually a truck would scoop them all up and take them back and dump them out to the wherever. But at least it's always growing there because there's volcanoes that are still active. So, and sometime in the future, there's land to invest in. The big island full of lava rocks. That's the best island I went to. I think it'd be a heck of a journey. My ex-wife she went to high school in Hawaii. Um, Her father was in the military, so you're lucky. She said that there's a derogatory term they call the Caucasians there. So Kauai is my favorite. I know a couple of them. That I've known them from looking in magazines and reading about them. I don't know why Maui. I don't. It's just for whatever reason it seems like the place I want to go. Besides the Big Island, uh, just why not? I mean, as far as I know, you're only on this ride one time, right? It's sort of like when you leave on the roller coaster. Best hang on till the end because you can scream all you want, but you can't get off until the ride stops. So I appreciate that super hard. That's my first award. Yay! And I appreciate the subscription too. So yeah, I hope you don't mind that I'm just laying here. I didn't know. I figured, what? I just want to be relaxed with this. I want to just be me. That's all. Well, that's all I ever will be, unless I get real comfortable. I have a puppet character that I use on on another app. It was who's a giraffe puppet. Serious. And so yeah. Oh wow, thank you. So let me sit up. Oh Lord, and make it seem like I'm old. Yeah. So anyway, there's an app I use. It's a vlogging app. It's probably about 2 years old too. It's called Rizzle, Rizzle. It's not live though. It's a 1 minute vlogging app, and I joined it way back when it started. Then it went to monetization about, I'm guessing, 3 months in. And you could have channels once you did a certain number of videos a month. You got a premium channel, and people could sponsor it. So for a few months, I actually made money for the first time on social media, and it was nice. Hundreds of dollars, not thousands. A lot of people have made thousands there, but I mean hundreds. And then it just sort of like after 3 or 4 months, it is no more. But I created channels and I created a character that's I'm usually interacting with it. I'm not a ventriloquist, so giraffe puppet, Paul Legend, and and I created a character who's a country bumpkin named Hick Jim. So these are separate channels that I use and respond to people, and at least it's something to do. I got 14 million views and 127,000 followers. So I do it a lot. I do it several times a day. And then, of course, people pop, back at you, and you interact with each other, but it's not live. So it's something to do. I really don't have much going on in my life, to be honest with you, since my divorce 5 years ago. So anything to occupy the time and the mind. And Bobo de Clown. That's a good name. I like that. Oh.